The Twin Towers in New York City at dawn, a year before completion, 1972. Mercedes-Benz 560 SL advertisement, 1988. Siberian woman and visiting bear cubs, 1900. Icarus 695, 1985. A concert group of British prisoners of war at the German camp. Stalag, 344, 1942. Calicula Ferry, Seattle, 1941. Royal Horse. The icebreaker Baikal breaks ice on Lake Baikal, 1900s. Drinking fountains for blacks and whites. United States, Alabama, 1956. Worker feeding the penguins in the Edinburgh Zoo, circa 1920. Soviet veterans of Afghanistan burn the Krasnaya Zvezda newspaper in protest against the concealment of the death toll in Afghanistan, USSR, June 1990. Stalin in a Mongolian Khan's robe, 1936. Students at the Agricultural Institute with milking chairs, Germany, Neudeck, 1934. Amy Winehouse as a teenager in the 1990s. Magician Larry Jones at home with his family, Michigan, 1962. A children's 18-seater cart pulled by a donkey in the grounds of the Royal Hospital, London, 1925. And Mi-10 crane helicopter at an aircraft show in Domodedovo, August 1967. Sarah Jessica Parker, 1987. The photograph was taken in the 1950s by Horst P. Horst. 4 women are looking at a small man. The demarcation line between the Western Muslim and Eastern Christian parts of Beirut during the Lebanese Civil War, 1983. Milkshakes for the whole family on a hot, sunny day. Florida, 1967. A rare photo of the Tibetan national football team in 1936. Outdoor typewriter typing competition, 1932. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, aged 3, with his father and older brother Joseph, who died in World War II in the skies over Britain, 1920. A complete set for the home of a Soviet family. A woman and a mastodon bone found in her backyard, United States, 1963. "12-year-old boy standing at the underground mine fire hole he'd fallen into in his grandmother's backyard. He was pulled out by a cousin, Centralia, Pennsylvania, February, 1981. Eva Braun filming Adolf Hitler in conversation with Hermann Esser and Theodor Morell on the terrace of the Berghof. From Eva Braun's albums, 5 May 1939. A young George Clooney with Max, his pet pig, circa 1990. A woman hides behind a statue, a few meters away from her. A man lies wounded by sniper Charles Whitman. Whitman barricaded himself at the very top of the University of Texas Tower and fired a rifle for an hour. The original Stars and Stripes flag that was at Fort McHenry during the bombardment of 1814, Boston, Massachusetts, United States, 1873. A crane operator applies lipstick, Moscow, 1966. A woman roars with laughter as she undergoes a head-tapping session, part of a sensory awareness class at the Esalen Institute in Big Sur, California, on October 1, 1970. Saddam Hussein at Ploshchad Vostania Station, Leningrad, 1970. Claudia Schiffer and David Copperfield at the opening of Space Mountain at Disneyland Paris, 1995. Alaska earthquake and tsunami, 1964. Two African-American students are harassed and followed by a large group of students on their way to school in Little Rock, Arkansas, 1957. A Bosnian soldier stands near a destroyed house where 69 people, including his family, were killed during the Yugoslav War, 1995. Red Army soldiers and children near a downed German Heinkel, He-111 bomber. Kozelski District, Smolensk Region, June 26, 1943. Johnny Depp making grilled cheese sandwiches with an iron, 1980s. Inuit Christmas Party, Repulse Bay, Nunavut, Canada, 1953. Dismantling of border fortifications between West and East Germany, 1989. Fire in Belgrade's tallest building after NATO bombing, April 1999. A barricade of trolley buses on Novinsky Boulevard during the Putsch, Moscow, 1991. A parking lot in St. Louis, Missouri, 1953. The crew of the British expedition ship Endurance play football off the coast of Antarctica during the Imperial Transantarctic Expedition of 1914 to 1917, 1915. The Hindenburg flies over the Berlin Olympic Stadium during the 1936 Olympic Games. Pope Pius XII visits the citizens of Rome after the city was bombed, 1943. Future United States President Donald Trump with his first wife, Ivana Zelnichkova, in Peterhof, USSR, 1987. In front of a crowd on Vienna's Heldenplatz, Adolf Hitler announces the annexation of Austria to the Greater German Reich. Two trams collide on a Stockholm street, Sweden, November 2, 1965. Demolition of the Stalin Monument in Brest-Litovsk, Belarus, June 1941. Honor Blackman in an advertisement for the James Bond film Goldfinger, 1964. Mick Jagger, amphetamine possession, Sussex, England, 1967. Taiwanese soldiers circa 1900. The crew of the airship USS Macon, United States, 1933. Honored Artist of the RSFSR Mikhail Rumyantsev, Clown Pencil, Moscow, USSR, 1942 to 1943. A show car created in 1978 by Ed Newton for Roach, Inc. The rink's smooth surface is created using a high-tech barrel device. 7 Winter Olympic Games, Cortina d'Ampezzo, Italy, January 13, 1956. Explosion in the turret of the battleship Iowa, 1989. Dancers from the island of Lefkos in Greece perform a barrel dance during the International Folklore Festival, 1963. Jane Fonda visiting the troops on the front lines, Vietnam, 1972. Two wing walkers perform on a biplane in 1920. Eminem playing a video game, 1999. Vladimir Putin and his wife Lyudmila visited India on a tourist trip in 1998. Red Army Pyramid, 1920s. Indian, 1860 to 1870. Space Shuttle Atlantis and the Mir Orbital Station, July 4, 1995. Pyramid depicting the victory of the revolutionaries in 1919. Tattooed couple in the 1930s. Al Capone on Vacation, 1930. Clint Eastwood and Arnold Schwarzenegger. New York City Subway by Jamel Shabazz, 1983. John Lennon and Elton John. Madonna, 1986. Marilyn Monroe keeps in shape. The Snake Charmer, 1885. The Me-Too helicopter crash in Saransk, May 9, 1993. The tallest man in history, Robert Wadlow in his hometown of Alton, Illinois, photographed in 1939. Paris, 1955. In her senior year, Hillary Clinton was a top student, president of the student government, and an organizer of student protests. October 8, 1968. Saddam Hussein at the battle positions of Iraqi soldiers. Iran-Iraq War, 1980s. Susanna Hoffs, the hottest rocker of the 1980s, 90s. Karl Urgel, a shipyard worker at Norderwerft, photographed in 1956, displaying the work of tattooist Herbert Hoffman. This man is casually sitting at a beauty parlor, reading a magazine while a beautician gives him a hair and scalp treatment. Young Boris Johnson, the future Prime Minister of Great Britain and Belgium, 1970s. Just 15 years old, Angelina Jolie poses for the camera at the very start of her career, 1990. A soldier and a snowman stand guard. Holland, 1946. Presentation of Thanksgiving dinner. United States Army, Los Angeles, California, November 25, 1943. Beggar Teddy Bear, 1960. Soviet soldiers in front of a mountain of human ashes at the Majdanek concentration camp, 1944. Just a typical 1979 South Philly summer night with a flying Joey in the background. Pierre Four, Type P, FA, electric cars on display in Paris, France, May 31, 1941. Motorized submachine gun, Italian Motomitragliatrice, Ansaldo MIAS, Italy. The prototype was built in 1935. A joyful meeting between residents of West and East Berlin, November 10, 1989. Sigourney Weaver with her parents on the set of Alien 1979. From 1934 until the very end of the war, Britain suffered from a gasoline crisis. Fuel was in short supply, and as a solution, a London motorboat manufacturer proposed producing mini-cars. Polish-Latvian border, 1930s. A 1939 Cadillac rail car from the Nevada Northern Railway. Clint Eastwood with his wife Maggie Johnson, 1950s. Joan Rhodes, born April 13, 1921, and died May 30, 2010, was a circus performer, wrestler, performer, singer, stuntwoman, and strongman who bends iron with her mouth. Battle of Stalingrad, 1942. Miss Porter's School in Farmington, March 1888. At a dinner hosted by gunsmith Melvin Johnson in 1947, guests, mostly older gentlemen, were invited to shoot air rifles at balloons attached to a girl. J. Gabor and B. Keaton in a humorous photo, 1959, Paris. (1940). A man walking along Wolborska Street through the ruins of a synagogue destroyed by the Germans in 1939. Former United States President Richard Nixon strolls through a Moscow food market in 1992. Marilyn Monroe in South Korea, February 23, 1954. A young Steven Seagal in Japan during his Aikido training days. Dustin Hoffman stands outside his home. The house next door was destroyed by the Weather Underground, who accidentally detonated a bomb they were assembling in the basement. 1970. Surfers sucking a watermelon, United States, 1950s. Arnold Schwarzenegger with a look-alike doll on the set of Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Estonian armored train, February 1919. Children learn road safety rules in Kutaisi, Georgia, 1986. Girl on a Scooter, 1920. Sophia Loren on set, 1957. French punk culture of the 1980s. East Berliners gather at the demarcation line where West Berlin authorities distribute humanitarian aid to their Eastern brethren, 1953. Jane Mansfield, 1950s. Sigourney Weaver, 1992. Visiting the enemy. Fidel Castro tries a hot dog at the New York Zoo, 1959. A destroyed American M4 Sherman tank, Italy, May 1944.